Now, tube lights are becoming quite the craze, but have you seen waterproof tube lights? Check this out. Now, these are the new tube lights from Hailoly, Hailoly. I'll drop a link in the description below where you can actually check them out and pick them up off Amazon. But I thought, let me give you a rundown of these tube lights because they are pretty epic. Tube lights have developed a ton of traction lately with creators across the globe. Now, if you watch the channel for quite some time, you're probably going, but hey Rich, you did a video on the Nanlite Pavo tubes. So, like, what's the deal? What's the difference? So I'll be dropping an Instagram video on that explaining just kind of what is the difference between these Hailoly new waterproof tube lights and what Nanlite makes, which is something very different. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to run you through these and give you the rundown as to why these are somewhat different and insanely cool. So these are RGB tube lights. Basically, you can get pretty much any color that you want from these tube lights. And it is a very simple design, and obviously the goal is to be waterproof. Now, yes, they are IP68 waterproof. And there's a few more things. They have a quarter screw on the one side, so if you do want to mount it on a tripod or something like that, you still have access to your button on the top. Now, one of the ways to operate the LED light is by the button design on the top, which is a simple on-off switch, and then it's got some different features depending on the way you press it. So if you double tap it, it cycles to the next color, and it will just keep cycling right through its kind of memory, which would be a hue flash, a hue pulse, police car, thunderstorm, a white light, a warm light, a red, green, blue, a greenish kind of yellow, pink, which is kind of purple, an aqua, and if you hold on one of those colors, it just goes dim, and then if you hold it again, it will go to max brightness. And then it stops over there. So it's a very simple button design to get between the colors that you need to. However, it does come with a little remote, which is pretty handy. Now, it is a line of sight, but it's pretty decent and goes pretty far. And the remote works pretty cool in terms of once it is powered on, you then basically just tap the remote and then it will kind of activate itself. So basically what I'm saying, it doesn't just power on itself with the remote first time immediately if you pull it out of your bag and you haven't used it for a few days, but once you've done what I have just done and then you push it, it will actually just come on and then you can actually start using it. I think it's just a bit of a safety to not accidentally just switch it on, or if you're only using one and you have another one nearby, it only switches on that one that you were trying to use rather than just powering all the lights on. And that leads me to my next point. The remote doesn't have groups, but I'm going to get to that now. So there are no groups on this, but you can change pretty much everything from a warm light to a whiter light, you know, a green light, red, blue, pretty much the exact same colors that you would go through using the double tap press. So if you are looking for more versatility, it does come with an app that you can download. And the app is pretty intuitive. It allows you to actually list each light separately and rename them, so you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can tap on those lights, control them via Bluetooth, switch them on and off. And not just that, but you can also then more finely adjust the color temperature of that specific light. Also, when it comes to the colors, you're not limited to the colors that you would only find when double pressing or using the remote, but you can customize more of kind of like what you could do with a much higher end light. Also, you can start controlling and making your own scenes. So you can actually customize using the app, saying the light must go from blue to red to yellow at a certain speed, and it must either flash or breathe through those colors, kind of creating an effect as if you'd want. Now, that's not all. They also claim these lights to be shatter resistant. Now, I'm not going to go to the ends of the earth to try and break one, but I can tell you that I have purposely dropped these on some pretty hard tiles and I haven't broken it. Also, you can stand on them, they don't break. They're pretty useful to have. Honestly, it's kind of one of those products that if it gets a little bit banged up, you really don't kind of care. Still not all. They charge via USB-C, which does come in the box. Also, it comes with a wrist strap, and there's a few mounting points for the wrist strap. Then, on the one end, where you charge it via USB-C, you can unscrew it, and you can kind of see the waterproof seal within that. There's a standard USB port, which connects to the 10,400 milliamp hour battery that's used to power the LED light. So if you are on location, you've got your LED lights nearby, and you need a power bank. Yeah, these double up as a power bank with 10,400 milliamps, so you can charge whatever you want to via a standard USB port. And for the tech guys, it's a 5 volt, 2.4 amp output, which is pretty much more than you need for any kind of standard charging. Honestly, I think tube lights have become such an important part of creator kits lately, and creators are finding new and really cool ways to start using tube lights, and especially when they start going waterproof. Now, if I'm not mistaken, these are currently going for $86 on Amazon. And like I said, I will drop a link in the description below where you can pick up these exact ones that I have. So thanks for watching, wherever you are in the world. Actually, wait, let's see if we can do that with 2. Oh, red and blue. Can we do it with both? Oh, well, here's a drop test. There we go. So thanks for watching, wherever you are in the world. Have a good day, good evening, good night. Goodbye.